Hey guys, my name's Randy. Today I'm filming on the Canon T7i. It's your pretty basic entry-level camera that you can still pull really good footage out of and still get really good B-roll. Today I'm filming with the Canon Prime 24mm f2.8. I've got with me the Canon 50mm Prime f1.8. I've got the Canon kit lens, the 18-55. I think that's a f3.5. And it is image stabilized. This lens I found online for like 50 bucks, so it's super cheap. And then I've got, for shooting kiteboarding and stuff like that, I've got the Canon 70-300. So I've got 4 lenses for this camera, but in this B-roll section I wanted to do it as cheap as possible, so I only use the Canon 18-55, which is going to be your most affordable lens. So I bought this camera for around 500 bucks, and this lens I found online for like 50 bucks used. For 550 bucks, you can essentially get the same footage that I've got in this B-roll section right here. So I'm going to talk about your camera settings. First you need to go flip your the switch to video to where you're going to film. Then hit the menu. You're going to go over to where the little wrench is, and your video, as soon as you get this camera, is going to be set to PAL. You're going to want to switch that to the NTSC, and that'll allow you to get the 60 frames a second that this camera is capable of. So that's my first recommendation that I would have you guys do. The next is you got to film in manual. As much as I want to say you could get away with filming with the presets, it's going to look super grainy because the ISO is always way too high. So I flip it to manual, get your ISO down to 100 and get the aperture as wide as you can. If you're filming B-roll, I would say film it in 60 frames a second. Anything else is always 24 frames a second. That's what looks best to the eye. So do that. And then for all the B-roll, I just used the 18-55 kit lens. I had the image stabilizer switched to on, and autofocus was on for the whole thing. The reason why I made this video is because when I was buying this camera a couple weeks ago, all the footage I saw was not that great. It was kind of grainy and just not what I would have done. A few days ago I went out on the boat and just filmed for maybe a total of 20 minutes or so, and got these shots, and I think they look pretty good, and they show what the camera can actually do. Remember, this was all filmed with the kit lens, so for 550 bucks you could get the same exact footage. All this was handheld, and I only used my seats to brace on, or this side of the boat to kind of brace onto. So it's really simple, and here's what I got, and thanks for watching.